What's up, y'all? This is Shuffle, and we're going to talk about the September update, which is like a day early, maybe two, depending. You know, depending on your time zone, depending when I put this together. Probably going to put it together real quick, and I'm going to try and say this real quick because I usually ramble in these fucking things. So let's try. Okay, so the game schedule is going to be, I'm going to do Dark Souls next, the Ring City, because for one, people on this channel do like Dark Souls, and I owe you guys a game that you probably, you know, prefer. I don't know how else to say it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to continue to upload Darkest Dungeon. That goes up to part 26. I think I'm at 18 or 19 right now. And I have to edit the rest of them. So I'm going to do that. Final Fantasy, I'm going to edit whenever I basically can. And I'm going to record, like I said, Dark Souls, Ring City. And then after I finish uploading Darkest Dungeon and maybe Final Fantasy 15, depending, I'm probably gonna do Deus Ex or something. I'm gonna really try, and I was sent some information by a very fantastic viewer to help me with that shit, so I'm going to try and freaking do it, you know? I'm gonna try and get it to look nice and all that. The games I want to record, I'm not sure what I'm going to. I want to do Turok, because I want to finish Turok 1, and I'm probably going to use background footage from the last Turok video I forgot to upload, because I think I recorded 8, and I only put up 7, so I have one that's sitting there, and so I'm going to use some footage from that or whatever. I want to upload that. I want to record that. I want to record Jet Force Gemini. Those are the games I'm choosing right now, but those choices come secondary to the other stuff that I think you guys want to see, that you've requested and stuff like that. I can't get to every requested thing, you know, blah. Yeah, bleh. You know, as hard as I try. In terms of the new computer, I'm really sad. I don't know if I can actually buy it right now. I just put $200 into my car, fixing it, and the shop I went to, you know, just real quick, didn't say I needed tires like I thought I did. So that's good. That saves me a good chunk of money because I don't need tires yet. But I had to pay for my books for this semester. I had to fix my car, which it wasn't anything serious, thank goodness. But I had like an oil change, tire rotation, headlights, power steering fluid. I guess that's a thing. Had to deal with that, but yeah. So my car's good, and I had to buy my books. I spent $350 on books this term, which is probably cheap by comparison to most by some other people, but you know, whatever. And so the big, and what I'm saying here is that's kind of cutting into my funds. You know, I have some saved up right now, and I really just had to, you know, make that shit rain. Had to go out there and just throw cash at people. And I'm saving some. I'm gonna take a vacation in January. I'll talk about that when it gets closer to January. And the big thing I want to talk about right now is a while back, I should say, like 3 years ago, maybe 4, I used to work on another channel with a couple of friends of mine, you know, in real life, you know, real life friends, if you can believe it. I have real life friends, you know. And I worked on another YouTube channel. It got bigger than this one, but then we stopped working on it. It got to like, you know, 100 and something subs. This is back when I had like 90, and I worked on this other channel. And then some stuff happened, and then we stopped working together. You know, that's putting it mildly. And one of the people that I was working with, because I've known these people for many years, right? They're my actual friends. And one of them really does enjoy doing the YouTube stuff. He really likes watching the YouTube shows, and, you know, the big Let's Players like Game Grumps and shit. And like I was saying, we used to record together. We made not just playthroughs, but other videos. And I dropped my channel to go work on that, because at the time I didn't have anything, and I really don't have anything now, but I'm proud. We're growing slowly. We're getting there, guys. You know, if we hit 1,000 by the end of the year, I'll actually be pretty happy. And what is it? So I worked on this other channel for a while, and then we stopped, and then I came back to this one. Because even when I was working on the other channel, people were still commenting and sending me private messages and shit, like, are you gonna finish Super Paper Mario and stuff like that? And I went, yeah, sure, why not? And that's how I came back to this one. And one of these friends wants to kind of start that up again. you know, the whole collaboration thing. We talked about it a bit. I am not leaving this channel. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm not abandoning my shit. Okay, not again. We were kind of working out, like, are we going to merge everything onto my channel, or are we gonna reboot the collaboration channel that we had? And my friend, he wants to do, like, where YouTube is a hobby for me, he actually wants to do the YouTube career thing, which is incredibly difficult, but I actually think he can do it. We talked about it, and he said he wants to make his own channel, but he also wants to have a collaboration channel. And then he's like, it'll be pretty good, because, you know, the shit that happened between all of us before, this way, if we all come together on the collaboration channel, well, I should say, Jay, I can't even talk right now. I should say just the two of us have a place to work, you know, and do collaboration projects, and then we have our own things that we can go to that we don't need the other person for, right? So that's pretty cool. And so we already, just as a test run, we recorded one game playthrough, which is, I thought it actually came out okay. And I got to use things I haven't used before, like the Blue Yeti mic that I have, that I can't use because my computer makes too much noise when I'm recording, and there's too much ambient noise in my my living space, so I can't really use it. But his house is actually really good to record in, so I left the mic over there. Well, okay, I'll finish the, I'm gonna try and have this done in 10 minutes. I'm looking at the time right now, I'm really trying. And so, so we worked on some stuff. We're gonna have the collaboration channel. It's kind of weird because, we're going to use it for stuff, you know, that we're gonna work together on. And then also, it's gonna be a little different, you know, because my playthroughs when I'm by myself are way different. I shouldn't say way different, but they're kind of different from the playthroughs I do with him, because, you know, we're really good friends in real life anyway. So there's just a bunch of fucking jokes and inside jokes and references and shit, and we've been bouncing around on those, so it was really fun. I haven't had too much time to do my own stuff lately because school, and I'll get to that in a sec, but I've been really busy. And this first playthrough that we recorded, it was only about 2 hours, you know, it was a short game. We recorded it, and it actually came out okay. We fucked up on something major, because he hasn't done this in a while, and he wants to do it, so I kind of set him up with OBS and Audacity he already had, but that's because I suggested it the first time, you know, like 4 years ago. And when he recorded on OBS, he didn't mute the mic input of OBS, which means we did the entire playthrough of the game, because we did it in one night. We did the entire playthrough where I record my audio separately, like how you're hearing me talk right now. I record it separately from the game so I can make edits if I need to. And he fucked up, and he recorded our speaking audio over the game audio at the same time, so it's the same thing. So it'll be like if you open the video file, you're gonna hear us talking at the same time, which is bad because if you fuck up and you have to edit something, you have to mute the game or cut the game visual or whatever to do it also. But besides that, you run into the risk of, if your speaking volume is too low and the game audio is too high, you're not going to hear shit. You just wasted your time. You know, there's no way to fix that because they're merged together. And we got lucky because I had him turn the game audio down a bunch in the recording, just because I do that from experience. I know, you know, just why, without getting too technical. And he didn't mute the mic like I thought he did, so it just happened to work out. So that's actually not too bad. And so right now he's editing that because he wants to edit and he has more free time than I do. And so we're just kind of like lining up projects. I'm gonna let him have fun with those. And he likes to do a little more than I do sometimes. Where, you know, in playthroughs I don't do as much. And I'm at 10 minutes. I'm just rambling about shit. God, why? So anyway, he's editing those, which means it's not really gonna take away too much time from what I'm doing. Okay? And I just haven't had the time to edit a video in fucking like a week because of school. And, you know, I went over there a couple days to help set up the recording, and then we did the playthrough and stuff, and I've been spending more time with my girlfriend, and I've been having homework. So I'm just behind right now. You know, I can find 1 or 2 hours to edit here and there, but I can never find the time to render. The render times being like 3 to 5 hours are what take the time. It's like, I'm not gonna be home for 5 hours to render this, you know? I'm not gonna be home, like, I'll go to school, I'll come home for like 2 hours, and then I go, okay, well, I don't even have the time to record, or, well, I do have, if I record it'd be like kind of slam, but, you know, it's just, I don't have the time right now. And so I'm trying to really manage my time better and find out when I can actually do this stuff. And so, yeah, I'm still gonna focus on my channel too. I'm still gonna put more effort into this than the collaboration channel. So don't worry about that. But what I will do is once that gets up and running, I will link it in the sidebar under my Raptor Pack deal, you know, which is like my hosted channels. And I will probably make like some kind of announcement video telling you where the fuck to go, what to click, and stuff like that. So once that gets going, you'll know more, because it's really, it's just starting. You know, we recorded one thing, we're not even done editing the one thing, we're like 10% through it. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. The reason we're keeping our stuff separate is just in case something happens again where it's like, well, what if, you know, YouTube fame happens to find us and we get to 500,000 subs or something like that, and then something happens between us, you know? Like we have a huge unfixable argument or something like that. Then it's like, how do we split this? It's like, you know, kids in the divorce kind of thing. And so this works out the best, you know, keeping everything separate, which is good. And I think that's all I got right now. So if you guys have any other questions, throw them at me. Otherwise, just quick recap. Recap. Okay. So quick recap, we're gonna have Dark Souls. I'm gonna start recording that hopefully this weekend. We'll see. I got a 3-day weekend, Labor Day, so I'm gonna try and start recording that. And I don't want to start throwing it up until, I don't know, until I'm like confident with it, until I can actually edit and stuff like that, because I need the time. Then probably Deus Ex at some point, probably after I finish uploading Dark Souls. Or like when I'm done recording Dark Souls, I might start doing Deus Ex. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And what is it? So I'm gonna do those, and then maybe like Jet Force Gemini, Turok, all the other stuff I talk about, Banjo-Tooie, which I thought about waiting on Banjo-Tooie till December, which probably isn't a good thing to say out loud, but I uploaded the first one in December, so I thought about waiting to make it kind of like a year, like a 2-year thing or whatever. I don't know, just what I'm thinking. Side projects, I will do at least one Darkest Dungeon video. I've been scripting it, I haven't gotten that far past the initial like couple days that I worked on it. I still don't know all the details, but I want to work on that. That's gonna be on my channel, like little solo thing. And maybe if I really need to, I'll pull my friend in later on, but it'll be like my project. God, I'm already talking about it. But yeah, I still have an Attack on Titan video to do from the game. I just haven't put that together. It's like I have to take 3 hours of footage and make it into 10 kind of thing. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so what I wanted to do that I wasn't able to do in August was I wanted to, I don't know, start doing more of the, you know, like the sub button shit and like, comment, subscribe, just you know, all the generic stuff that you're used to. I'm not going to spam ads in my videos yet. I'm not going to do anything like that for probably the foreseeable future. And if it sounds weird, what I'm about to say or whatever, I just had to make a cut, and I don't know really what my last thought was, but anyway. So I'm going to start doing the normal standard stuff you're used to. I'm going to shorten my videos. I'm just straight up shortening my videos at this point. For one, it's easier to find time to edit and render. Two, they do better with viewers as a whole if they are just shorter. You know, I tried to shorten Hollow Knight, and I really enjoyed doing that. You know, it was nice only editing for 30 minutes at a time or something like that. That was really nice. And so I'm going to try and have my videos shorter if possible, or have them at least a comfortable, I don't know, like I want to have them shorter, but then I want to have them end comfortably too, not like, you know, I have to hit 14 minutes every time or something like that, and I'll be in the middle of a Dark Souls boss, like, well, if I'm out of time, I'll see you later. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, so I'm going to try and shorten those up, and try and make some of those changes, and I think that's it. That's all I can think of right now. This was just really off the top of my head. I didn't write notes or anything, so, If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, you know, rewind all the shit I said before. Thanks for watching. I will upload this channel update. Today is August 30th, and I will have that. This will be up when it's done. And then also, I will edit probably Darkest Dungeon. 20 is going to take a while. I have to do something special for 20. So that's why it's going to take a bit. But I'm going to upload that today, and I'm going to try and have one ready to go tomorrow if I can. No promises, but if you don't get it Thursday, you'll get it Friday, and then on Friday I will try and edit the fuck out of whatever I have left. I want to get through like Darkest Dungeon and some of Final Fantasy. You know, I've got a lot of time. So anyway, I've rambled enough. If you watched it here, thanks so much. If you only watched the first minute, thanks again, even though you'll never hear it. And yeah, stuff coming. I love you guys. Stay awesome, and I'll see you later.